Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your end of October reading, and let's start with the overall theme. We have the Fool. Okay, so this could be a very transformative time period for you. The beginning of a new journey. Let's see how that applies. Let's see what other cards we can get. Man, I thought I took that out the deck. The Despair card. Let me pick something else. Adjudication. Okay. Sagittarius, it really wants to come out tonight. This came out in another reading, the Despair card. And now we have Adjudication. I do want to go ahead and pull an Angel Oracle card that we'll look at later at some point in the reading. But just get it now. Okay, and we'll pick our moments to see when we'll use that. So we're starting off with the Fool as the overall theme and energy, and then next up we have the Lovers. Okay, so this is not specifically going to be a love reading, but you could be making a new choice in love. So if the Despair is about a breakup, could even be a divorce with Adjudication. You're moving in a new direction, totally new direction. So it could be about your overall choices. Beyond that, though, you got two major arcana cards to start. So it's a major shift. So let me get the rest of the cards out here. Got the King of Swords. You could be dealing with an air sign. Doesn't have to be love. Ten of Wands. Devil. Wheel of Fortune. Again, a lot of major arcana. And the Tower in reverse again. So this might relate to the general collective reading I just did before this. So if you want to take a look at that message, I'm going to try and see if there's something different here for you, Sagittarius, but they might work together or give you a different message to check out. Star card. Death. So, man, the only non-major arcana cards are two court cards. Nope, Ten of Wands, King of Swords, King of Cups. It's feeling like a love reading. We got the Lovers and the Devil here. If so, this is gonna be easy because it looks like it does look like there's a literal divorce. And it could be prompted by the fact that someone wants to be with someone else. Someone else caught their eye while they were in a marriage. This could be you or another person. And the despair could be because there might be a lot of love for the past person, and you or someone else has an understanding of how hurtful this situation could be for the one that's going to be left behind, basically. But someone's deciding to move in a new direction anyways. So, now other things could apply here. With the Fool, it could be like a physical move. You could be moving away from family. You could be deciding to take a new job. And so whoever is going to be, again, I'm going to say left behind, whoever that person is or whoever's in that situation is going to feel the effect of that. So they're going to feel like you're just leaving and dumping them in the past to move on to something else. And so they could feel a way about that. With the King of Swords, I feel like if this is you, maybe you have kept your plans. This has been very strategic. So that could kind of add to how the other person is feeling, or how your family is feeling, or how the old job is feeling. Like they're being taken by surprise by the fact that you've decided to move on because you didn't advertise it, you didn't let anybody know. You kept your cards close to your chest, that sort of thing. You didn't let anyone know what you had cooking. So, which is a kind of a cold approach. Very methodical. So I do feel like this is not necessarily your despair. So Sagittarius, if you're resonating with any of this despair may have nothing to do with you because you feel free. You feel ready to go. You feel light, like you've let a lot of baggage go, and you're just ready to have fun and ready to move on. So let's see what else. So with the Wheel of Fortune, feeling stuck in a situation, this also came out in the general collective reading. I feel like it did. Yeah. Towards the end of the reading, the Wheel of Fortune came out. The Tower was the very first card in that reading that came out in this position here. So drastic changes as a result of your decisions. Oof. For some, now if this is a love reading, let's say that, and take it how it applies, how it resonates. If it doesn't, leave it alone. Let's say if someone is in a hetero connection, you may have decided that that's not for you, that you're moving in a completely different direction. So that could, cause a blow to whoever you were with previously. And this could be even someone deep in your past who could find out that you're into a different gender, or like a different expression of your sexuality, that you, like, let's say in high school, if you're a man, you only dated women. And now, as you've grown older, you realize that that's not what you're attracted to. So that's just one example of how that could play out. Like, it's a major shift with the Lovers card. So but it is like you're breaking free from the past, because it wasn't working out for you with the Wheel of Fortune. With the King of Cups here, this could all, like I said, be coming about because maybe very unexpectedly someone came into your life that triggered this change. It made you see the world differently, see yourself differently. And it's like you wanted to shed that old image, or how you presented yourself to the world in a way, almost, and just be different. This is very loving, whoever this King of Cups is, very emotionally mature. It is a king, but regardless of that, it just represents someone who has strong emotions for you. I feel like they're not afraid to express them, and that might have taken you by surprise. And so it kind of just threw you off guard. Especially with the Wheel of Fortune, if you feel like you've been meeting the same type of people, same sort of energy, to have the King of Cups all of a sudden show up, it's like everything is just, it's like you've been, I don't know why I'm talking about cards so much, and I'm not talking about tarot, I'm talking like poker, that sort of thing. It's like you've been dealt a new hand in life. So there's something that you can be optimistic about. It's something that you can build this new life around. Whatever this positive, if it's a positive person or positive thing, like if it is a new apartment or a new job, whatever it is, it's like you can start fresh and start from a different way of thinking. So it's very jarring. And it could be making someone else very upset because they're feeling left out in the cold. Like, just the visuals on this card, it reminds me of the Five of Pentacles. So someone feeling very left out from this new beginning you're having. And with the Tower card here, I feel like this kind of represents your energy, in that you may not be the type of person who rocks the boat. Like, you don't like to stir up any trouble. You don't like to cause conflict. You don't like to cause anyone pain. And you would maybe be the type of person to do everything in your power to avoid causing pain for another person. So if you're unhappy in a relationship, you would stay. Or if you have children, you'll stay for the kids. You'll stay for someone else's comfort. You may not like your job or like the town that you live, but it's what you know. So you'll kind of sacrifice your own happiness to avoid a major drastic change or shake up things. I don't know. And with the Devil right here, it kind of feels, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but it kind of feels lazy. It's avoiding a drastic change like this feels lazy. Like, you'd rather, man, I'm gonna take it there. Like, it's someone who, like I said, if you're unhappy with your surroundings and you know you're not living right, like, it's Oscar the Grouch. Like, he's living in a trash can. You know you don't have to do that, right? Like, you can move out of that trash can and find an apartment or something. But he's just insisting on staying in this situation. I don't know why I'm saying it in this way. Like, I don't want to be too harsh. That's why I have to go to Muppets here, because I don't want anyone to feel like they're being attacked by this reading. I am trying to help. I'm trying to paint a picture here. It's like you're settling. You're not making any effort to improve your situation. If this reading is resonating with you, it's like you're settling. And It's not like you have to do much to improve your situation, but you're not even doing that because it's like you don't want to disturb the dust or something, so you don't clean. Like it, overall, the thing about the devil, it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. Being tied up in this way, stuck in this situation, it doesn't make sense. Like, this doesn't really have a power over you. You're giving it the power over you. So, yeah. But let me just investigate a little bit more about why the devil is here. And get more information. It's like you're scared of success. And I understand that. I really do. Because what happens next, I guess? But also, it's like, how do you maintain it? It's easier to maintain the lowest level and accept the trash can. But with an apartment, you know, Oscar would have to pay rent. He would have to pay electric. Like, you'd have to do things to maintain it. And maybe you don't feel ready to do that, to maintain this level up, to maintain this new path. So why is the devil here? Page of Cups in reverse. So I don't know what fear of rejection has to do with it, but that could be playing into this. Page of Cups, it's feeling more and more like a love reading, which, so there is a fear of rejection. There's a lot of fear on the board. 10 of Wands, the devil, the Tower in reverse, and now the Page of Cups. I do feel like there's a fear of not being able to meet the moment, like you're not prepared for a come up in some way in your life. Because the 10 of Wands could be what you're used to. You're used to a certain level of struggle. You're used to patterns repeating. And if it's about love, it's like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself and the other person. Like you were expecting or wanting this fantasy of being madly in love with each other. Like the world stops because now you're in love. And there's a fear that maybe the connection, the relationship won't meet those expectations. It's like you don't want to be brought back down to reality. So, you know, this is toxic. That's a problem because if this is new love with the King of Cups, like I said, you're putting a lot of pressure on that person to be a part of this fantasy with you when all they want to do is offer you love. So, ooh, something else came to me, Sagittarius. If you're into some kinky stuff, the devil, if this is about sex, this is a grown people reading. You might want to be able to tell this person about some specific kink that you have. Like, you don't want to be kink shamed, Page of Cups. You don't want to be dumped or just told no. Like, you want this person to match your freak, to be into the same things that you are into. And I don't know if that would be a deal breaker for you if they're not, but it might just be like a bit of a bummer, that they won't do the things you want them to do. Moving on. That just came to me, so had to bring it up. With the Star card here, like I said, it could be like a fear of success with this major change. Before we get to the Death card, I just wanted to get more information on the adjudication. Like I said, that could be about a divorce, but let's see what else comes out. Let's see what else comes out. So let's use our Oracle card now. We have It's Up to You. It's up to you. And for adjudication, we have Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So this is about a loss of stability, a loss of connection, a loss of support. So if this is about a divorce, it could be about dividing assets. So it's gonna put you at a loss. It could talk about a lawsuit. Man. So with the Despair card here, that's like my Five of Pentacles. It could be literally going from the 10 to the 5. Like, you have to split everything in half with this person you're leaving behind. So you kind of maybe regret that part of this situation. Also, it could be splitting up a family. So having to divide time, if there's children involved, having to coordinate what that's going to look like. So that's going to take a lot of time and effort. That's going to be a bit of a burden with the Ten of Wands here, more than a bit. I don't want to downplay it. So and also, if you were like really like a genuinely like a team, in your commitment, in your relationship, it's like that person's not going to be a part of your life anymore. And all of a sudden you have these responsibilities you didn't have before. It could be little things, like someone always did the dishes for the household, and now they're gone. You have to do that for yourself. You always split the bills together 50-50, and now you could be in a new home, a new town, and you have to pay for all of that by yourself. So with one loss here, the Ten of Pentacles, it's introducing new responsibilities, new burdens. And that could take a toll. You might be wondering if it's all worth it. So if this is your despair, Sagittarius, you might be wondering if this major change is worth it. I mean, we do have the Angel Oracle card. It says it's up to you. So it's like you're going to make of it. You are the one that's going to determine if it's worth it or not. Like, it's up to you. The final card here in the spread, it's the Death card. And that's just going back to the theme of major change. And it's like the death of the old self. And then you're going to be a brand new person from this. Brand new person with a brand new journey. Let's pull advice. Let's see where we're at with time. Okay, yeah, long read. So yeah, I'll wrap it up. Advice, Spirit, please, for Sagittarius. Advice for Sagittarius. Advice for Sagittarius. Advice for Sagittarius. Okay, we got 8 of Wands in reverse. The first thing that came to me is just slow down. There's a lot of new things happening for you at this moment. It may not all be happening during the end of October, but these are major shifts in your life. Like, you've had a lot of major arcanas here. So this is the start of, you're in the process of completely changing your life. So 8 of Wands, it can be about having patience, or there's a call for patience at this time. So you might be trying to you might be feeling pulled in a lot of different directions, and it's just like, don't let the energy do that to you. So you might have to say no to a lot of different people right now, or that set boundaries. Like, I will, give yourself deadlines or something if that helps. Like, I can get back to you in 2 days. I need more time. I can't make a decision right now. Or I can call you after I had a chance to nap. Like, I can't give you an answer right now. There might be a lot of things that are just pushing you, like, go, go, go. I need an answer today. And you have to, give yourself like a buffer day or so. Like, I use that sometimes with a family member. Like, if they're going out, I know they're going to need a buffer day to recover. Like, this is an older person, so they need time to recoup their energy. So don't plan anything for them back to back. Don't put pressure on them by calling them and kind of taking their energy. So do that for yourself. Give yourself a buffer day or however long to deal with certain things, and then prioritize the things that, are going to have immediate needs that need to be addressed. If this is about children, and I don't know why I keep coming back to that, maybe the Page of Cups, but it's like, prioritize the people that, you're responsible for, and the things in life that we have to get to, like rent, things like that. But anything that can be put on the back burner, like, put it on the back burner. You are going through a lot, so you can't do all of it. You might be tempted to, but you have to slow down just a little bit. That's the advice. So I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed this, if you could just like, share, and subscribe, it definitely helps me out and helps out the channel. I would appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to have more readings like this in the future. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you.